Namaste Gurukulians, I hope you all are fine. I am giving you the lecture on organization of data, but firstly I will recapitalize the topic collection of data. Your topic is organization of data, but firstly I will describe you about the collection of data. In collection of data, you have collected raw data. That is not in the complete form, that is not in the proper form. You have to manage this data and manage in such a way this data can give you the meaningful conclusion or meaningful results. That process is known as organization. It means to manage the data in such a way. But in organization, what you have to do, first process is classification. You have to classify the data on the basis of their similarity or diversities. That process is known as classification. Okay. Now I am telling you about the organization. Organization means to manage the data. Manage the data in such a way that data can give you the meaningful conclusion or the meaningful results. I am telling you the definition of this. Organization of data refers to arrangement of figures in such a form that comparison of mass of similar data may be facilitated and further analysis may be possible. And the first process is here classification. I told you about the classification. Classification means classification is the process. Classification एक process है in which what we will do, in which we will classify the data on the basis of their similarity. Similarity के बेस पर और diversity के बेस पर जो है हम उस डाटा को क्या करेंगे, क्लासीफाई करेंगे. तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई एम टेलिंग यू हैव अ 2000 फॉर्म्स. आपके पास क्या है 2000 फॉर्म्स हैं. बट यू हैव टू डू, यू हैव टू कल क्लासीफाई इट. आपको क्लासीफाई करना है. फर्स्टली यू हैव टू चूज द बेसिस. आप उन 2000 फॉर्म को कैसे जो है वो क्लासीफाई करोगे. फर्स्टली आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, उसके लिए बेस लेना पड़ेगा कि हाउ विल यू क्लासीफाई. यू विल क्लासीफाई दैट ऑन द वेट, you will classify that on the height of the student. You can classify them in arrange alphabetically, but it depends upon you. How will you classify? आप उन्हें क्या करोगे, कैसे classify जो है वो करोगे. That is known as the process classification. For example, how will you classify? You have 2000 form, you are making section. In 5th class 100 student will go, in 6th class 200 student will go, in 6th class 150 student will go. This is also known as the process of classification, but it depends upon you. It depends upon the nature of your work, how you have to classify, कि आपको classify कैसे करना है. So for example, I am telling you its definition from the book. Classification is the process arranging things. आपको क्या करना है, arrange करना है in groups or classes according to their resemblance. उनके resemblance को देखते हुए and give expression in the unity of attribute that may be exist amongst a diversity of individual. ताकि उन diverse individuals को क्या किया जा सके, क्लासीफाई किया जा सके ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर सिमिलैरिटी. उसमें से कुछ ना कुछ जो है वो क्या होगा, दैट विल बी सिमिलर, दैट विल बी सेपरेट, और दैट विल बी डाइवर्स, दैट विल बी सेपरेट. इट मीन्स यू विल क्लासीफाई द डाटा अकॉर्डिंग टू द नेचर ऑफ योर वर्क, द पर्पस ऑफ नेचर ऑफ योर वर्क. ओके बेटा. नेक्स्ट इज ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन. व्हाट इज द ऑब्जेक्टिव. हम क्लासिफिकेशन करते ही क्यों हैं, व्हाट इज द मेन रीजन टू क्लासीफाई. फर्स्ट, टू मेक इट सिंपल एंड ब्रीफ. उस डाटा को सिंपल बनाने के लिए. एंड ब्रीफ मीन्स इन शॉर्ट. इट इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल टू सी दैट 2000 फॉर्म इन अ सिंपल वे. तो व्हाट यू विल डू, क्या करोगे आप, यू विल मेक इट्स ब्रीफ. उसका शॉर्ट जो है वो बना लोगे. दैट विल गिव यू द मीनिंगफुल रिजल्ट. सेकेंड इज यूटिलिटी. द ऑब्जेक्टिव टू क्लासीफाई द डाटा टू इंक्रीज इट्स यूटिलिटी. उसकी उपयोगिता को जो है वो क्या किया जा सके, बढ़ाया जा सके. दैट कैन यूज इट इजीली. थर्ड इज कंपेरेबिलिटी. टू मेक द डाटा कंपेरेबल you will use the process classification. And last one is scientific arrangement. It is not an easy work to classify the data. Scientific arrangement will give you the meaningful results. It means you will arrange this data in a scientific way, as a science. This example, just as a scientist do the work in step by step, The same way you have to manage this data in a scientific way. The next is characteristics of good classification. Classification is done by you, but how can you say that this is good or this is not good? So there are some characteristics of classification. Characteristics means its features. You have to tell its characteristics. First is comprehensiveness. Comprehensiveness means you will tell its complete study. You will give the complete conclusion from this data. Clarity. Classification should be clear. If it is not clear, it will not give you the meaningful conclusion or the meaningful results. Homogeneity. Homogeneity means same data should be there. Homogeneity will be there. Homogeneous means the same. Stability. A particular kind of investigation should be based same set of classification. It means the base should not change with the each investigation. The base should be क्या होना चाहिए? It should be stable. And next is elastic. Classification is done by you in such a way it can be changed according to the nature of the work. Work के nature के according क्या किया जा सके उसे change किया जा सके. Next point is basis of classification. There is a main process, that is classification. What is the basis of the classification? First is, there are 4 bases: qualitative, quantitative and what? Qualitative, quantitative, chronological and geographical. So firstly I am telling you geographical or spatial classification. Geographical classification, that is also known as spatial classification. Second is chronological classification. Third is qualitative. And fourth is quantitative. Okay. Now I am telling you about the geographical classification. This is based on the geography. It means this classification is done on the basis of location. For example, I am telling you the production of wheat. अब मैं किसकी बात करती हूँ? Production of wheat की बात करती हूँ. तो that is wheat production in some areas like production in tons, countries, India, China and Pakistan. So it means what I have taken? I have taken main base, that is geography. The geography of each country will be the different. The production of India is suppose 1000 tons. The China is, that is per hectare. The China is 700 and Pakistan is 300. It means the data is classified on the basis of geographical classification. Next is chronological. What do you mean by chronological? Chronological classification is that classification which is done on the basis of time. Okay. Now I am telling you this thing. The same I am taking the production of wheat per hectare. I am telling about in India's production of wheat. What I am taking here, chronological classification. In 1990, the production was 1000 ton per hectare. 1991. In 1992, the production is that. It means due to technology, it is increasing day by day. So that is known as chronological classification. According to time we will classify the data. Second is qualitative classification. Qualitative classification which is based on the quality. For example, educated, uneducated, we will classify the data. There is two classification. One is simple and one is manifold. One is simple classification and one is manifold. For example, I am classifying the data on the basis of main dichotomy. If it is educated or uneducated, if it is healthy or unhealthy, that is known as simple classification. Okay. If I am distributing the data, simple classification, number of peoples 1000. From this I have taken the record of 1000 students, number of, and 500 are healthy and 500 are unhealthy. It is, I have taken on which, किस पर लिया मैंने? I have taken on the basis of qualitative. No need to show the numbers because I am giving example, that's why I am taking. You have to distribute the data according to their qualitative classification. Next is manifold. I am telling you manifold classification. You will see the manifold. For example, this is +1 commerce. These are boys and these are girls. Okay. Further dividing, good, excellent, very good and excellent. The same here with the girls, good, very good and excellent. It means manifold classification is done by us. The next is quantitative classification. Quantitative classification which is based on the quantity. For example, a firm ABC is earning profit. A firm earning profit like in 1991, that firm is earning profit between 2 lakh to 5 lakh. So what I have taken this data in numbers. So that is known as what is it? It is the quantitative classification. This is taken, I have taken only of the one form, but what we have to do, we have to record the complete forms. That's why I am taking the another example of this. The number of forms earning the number of forms earning 0 to 20,000, that is in lakhs, that is in crore, which you want to do. The number of forms that these are earning, this is known as the class intervals you are taking, or in rupees. This is the profit in rupees. So 0 to 20,000 rupees are earning the number of forms, these are 5. Next is 20,000 to 40,000. These are earning, that is number of forms are 10. So this is the classification on the basis of quantitative phenomena. Okay beta, I hope you can understand easily this topic. In next video we shall discuss the concept of variable. Thank you so much beta.